on one unique album. And it seems to me 42 incredible hits charting 5 decades of music. 50 years of the greatest hit singles. The album, out now.
Okay, now we're talking about the very latest anti-aging treatments. We spoke about fillers earlier. Now it's time for some, we've all heard about it, Botox. What is in Botox that has this incredible effect on people's faces, Doctor?
Botox is a substance produced by bacteria. The bacteria is called Clostridium botulinum. And I suppose if we look at it by analogy, your car, the motor sort of turns and it turns the back wheels and engages through the gearbox. What Botox basically does is disengages the gearbox. It's like putting the clutch down. The engine can turn all it wants, but the back wheels can't turn.
Okay.
That's a very good.
That is a very good description. Now, Sarah, does she have to lie down for this? Can you
She does indeed.
Okay, off you go, Sarah. You've been a very patient lady today.
And normally the sort of areas that we would do are the frown lines,
Okay.
sort of forehead,
Okay.
sort of frown lines, and the areas around the eyes.
Okay, it doesn't go from the nose down at all, Botox?
No.
Just
Well, it does actually. I'm an advanced trainer, so I actually use it all the way down.
Oh.
You know, sort of you can take away the sort of pre-sternal sort of things. It's fantastic in necks for taking away lines, and also for lines in upper lip, smoker's lines. But you have to be careful. It's just...
Okay, so you have to be a doctor to do this.
You don't have to be a doctor to do it. Believe it or not, in
You
Ireland...
know what you're doing, though.
You have to, a doctor or a dentist you have to know your injection points. That's right. The muscles that I'm injecting at the moment are what we call the corrugator muscles.
Is that sore?
Just feel a tiny little pinch.
Tiny little pinch. It just looks, it's just because it's a needle. I have a thing about...
Needle's very small.
Yeah, I know, but still a needle. How much does that cost, that kind of work now that you're doing?
Okay, Botox isn't as expensive as people believe. To do a total face, and we'll talk in terms just of the face-up, is $450.
How long will that last?
Anna, the Botox that I'm using, believe it or not, is a different form. It's, can I just have that, Julie, for a moment? It's, there's 2 different ones. There's Botox and the second one, Dysport. And both of them are very good. Dysport tends to last a little longer. We believe it can last up to 6 months.
Wow.
And if you use it for underarm sweating, I'm getting some patients that are getting up to a year.
For underarm sweating?
Yes.
I've heard about that, read in the magazines that the people are going to the premiers who don't want to have sweat marks on the dresses, a little bit of Botox.
I think that's ridiculous.
One of our 2 famous politicians also.
Oh, who? Famous Irish politicians?
English.
It's a bit sweaty.
Oh,
Who? You can tell us.
Tony Blair's had it done, absolutely.
Really?
Tony Blair's had it done?
So I believe, I know, oh, well,
Allegedly.
Yes.
Oh, Tony, I'm surprised. Now, just another question. If you've had that, how often now would you have to have that done? Because you were saying that with the underarms, you can get a year out of it. How often would Sarah have to get that done?
This will probably last 6 months.
Oh, that's not too bad.
First time you do it, it lasts a little shorter because you get nerve regeneration in the area, and it may last 4 months. The more often you get it done, it lasts a little longer.
I'd have a worry that, you know, for the 6 months you'd be fine and then it would just fall.
Believe it or not, Anna, it can work like that to an extent with fillers, but with Botox, if you get Botox every year between 35 and 45, you'll remain wrinkle sort of...
Free. Well,
remain wrinkle-free, but also wrinkled as if you were 35.
Okay, we're going to have to come back later on and see Sarah and see the finished product, see how it works out. Very patient.